Buenos dias. I am Sadie with Sadie Creates Magic, and I am just on a beautiful beach in Costa Rica right now, like literally just like staring at like the beautiful, amazing ocean. And I was going to sit and do a little rape meditation and wanted to talk about this beautiful plant and how amazing it has been for me. Rape has been rape or hape, but it has been such an amazing supportive ally on my journey of transformation, on my medicine journey, on just connecting more with myself and grounding my energy and quieting the mind. And here are the different kinds I have. First, I really like to use the brand Four Visions. Other than that, I kind of gotten stuff before here in Costa Rica, but my go-to is always Four Visions. They are amazing, and what I really love about them is they give back to the people who make the rape. They give back to the tribe. They give back a percentage of the money that you purchase towards that. So I know that it's supporting like such beautiful people who are creating and making such a beautiful plant medicine for all of us to enjoy, experience, and receive. So for visions, I always carry around with me my ooh, my voice. I got this little tapestry when I did ayahuasca that was made by the maestra and the maestro, like the shamans who facilitated the ceremonies. They were from Peru, and it was the Shahibo tradition. So they create these beautiful tapestries, and they sing the Icaros, the medicine, into them. So I got this one not knowing at the time, because I didn't really sit with rape before doing that, that this was going to be such a special thing for me. And yeah, I bring it with me in my little pouch that I made that carries all my stuff and whenever I sit. And so for doing this, you have two ways. You can be served, or you can get a self-applicator, which is called a curpe. So here's mine. It's really special to me. They always are, and just like have been such, they hold beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy for what this medicine does for me. And eventually they'll fall apart. Like I had one that was made out of bone, and it was these carved beautiful wings, and I loved it so much, but it just literally fell apart. And in my, like, I wasn't even doing much with it. It was just its time. Like the energy and all the things that it had served me and helped me through and did all that, like it was time for me to move on to a new piece. And what I did with that is I actually went to a really beautiful tree and buried it and gave it as an offering, because it's a beautiful thing to do with these once their time's passed. So this is my new one, and it's got a really beautiful carved tree on it, because trees are really special to me. So yeah, it's good to like know, like you learn your amounts, you have like your small, your medium, your large. You don't want to like do too large unless you're feeling really called to, because this can bring a wave of a big sensation through your body, and it can make you nauseous sometimes. So just know that when using, like you will learn and feel like your body and what you feel called to do and what you in the moment, because sometimes it calls for like a larger dose of it, but to each their own. So I kind of wanted to guide you through a little like self-serving experience if this is something that you've been called to do and you're just like, I don't really know what to do with this, So what I do is start by breathing. Taking a nice few big breaths, just like really. Energy. Releasing energy through yawns. Oh, birds. I love this place. So yeah, so whatever one you feel called to, this does contain tobacco in it, just to let you know. And it's like a blend of different plants. So I will pick the one that I'm going to use, and I love to sit with this before I even do it. Like, I'll hold the container, and maybe if you're like, I don't know which one I want to do, I'll hold each one and just kind of feel into what feels like a yes, what feels like a no, and then you'll know. So just take a moment to like connect with this beautiful plant medicine, the tobacco spirit. And you can feel its energy. It's really beautiful. You can feel its energy. You can feel when there's energy within you that is ready to release, because you can feel it start to in your body. Like, the beautiful thing is, like, you don't even have to like consume the plant, right? Like, the medicine's always with you. And even sometimes I'll just be like doing my pre-stuff and be like, that felt like I was good enough. That did a lot for me right there. So connecting with the plant before use is muy importante. I'm learning Spanish. But it's very important, and it's very special, because in that space and time with you and this plant, who has so much wisdom and guidance and energy clearing and so much to share, right? So it's important to like give yourself the time and energy to feel its energy and to connect with it and to feel the differences in your body and your mind as you're just holding it. You might find yourself like start to yawn or breathe big and like that. Yeah, you could feel all sorts of things coming up for you. You might start to feel like maybe like some things surfacing. You're like, oh, I'm feeling a little antsy right now in the beginning, or maybe I'm starting to feel very peaceful and grounded. But connecting with the plant before using it. And one beautiful thing about rapé too is it really helps clear the mind to connect you back into your heart. So if your mind's like really overactive and you're thinking a lot and you're just like, like this is such a beautiful medicine, help ground you back down into your body and into the present moment. Because the present moment is the magic where we can hear and see and feel all that is here for us. So yeah, that's a good pre. That's what you do before you start. So I do that, and then I put out my dosage and what I feel called to do. It's nice to like have a little spoon that you can scoop out and know like what is what for you. And as you continue to develop a relationship and a connection with this plant in your body, you will start to see and know like, all right, this is a good amount for me, this isn't a good amount for me. Like it's a building a relationship with yourself and the medicine. So I just dosed mine out, and sometimes like it jumps out at you, and I ask myself, I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to do that, or maybe I'm not. It's really truly what feels like a yes to you. Like sometimes depending on the person, it really doesn't take a lot. And sometimes, like you can just have the little bit of a sniff, and that's all you need. It really is personal preference and tuning into you and your energy and what you feel in the moment. So, as I have it on my hand, as you can see, I take another moment, and it's so cool because right now I can feel the energy of this in my hand. I can feel the sensations. It's like creating like a lot of tingling sensations. I'm feeling like a lot of temperature shifts and just like thickness in the air, the energy between my hands and this medicine. So I'll usually sit with it again, and this is a beautiful time to breathe and set an intention. And if you're like kind of like, oh my god, I don't know what my intention is, or I'm having a really hard time, like sometimes intentions can be a little overwhelming, like, and it can be. Intentions are everything, and it's beautiful in what we intend, but sometimes if that is something that comes out for you within sitting in the intention, it's okay to just be open to receive. Or if you're feeling that way, maybe your intention is more peace. Maybe your intention is bringing me back down into my heart and my body, grounding my energy. So intentions don't have to be complicated. They're actually best simple, because keeping it simple, there's ants always crawling all over me, especially when I do rapé at the beach. I also feel like the bugs are helping me stay present in the present moment within my body too, in meditation. That's another thing. But so, sitting with this, placing your hands over it, feeling the energy, setting your intention, being open to receive what this plant has for you, because we felt called to do it. So then you take your curpe or your applicator and you load it up. I might have put a little too much. I might put some back. So once you load it, there's one side that's a little bit longer. That's where you load it in, and the shorter side is where you blow. So once you load it, I like to place it on my heart and breathe with it. Your breath is so important when using rapé. It's easily to forget to breathe. And you want to remember to keep breathing. So as you're connecting with this before I use it, what I do and how I instruct others to do it, especially when I'm serving, is to start by taking 3 deep breaths. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, deep into your belly, and release your breath out through your mouth with a nice, long, slow exhale. And do that one more time. And on your third inhale, you're going to hold your breath, and you're going to place the long side in your nose and the short side in your mouth. And when you do that, you give it a good blow. And that's going to shoot this up into your nose, and it is going to hurt. I mean, you are putting stuff in your face, in your nose, it's not going to feel great, but sometimes it can be extra stingy, sometimes it's not. It just depends on your applicator, what kind you're doing, and where you're at in the moment. And also, if you have been doing it kind of frequently, that's something to remember with this, that it is a tobacco plant, and tobacco, like the nicotine in these things, can be something that you reach for and you don't realize you're reaching for it. So that's when I talk about the intention, to make sure that it's not just something you're grabbing for the feeling and the sensation, but to be grabbing in moments of when it calls. So 2 deep breaths in, out through the mouth. Third one in, hold, blow. And as you start to feel all the sensations that's happening, this is a moment where you might find yourself holding your breath. You may go, because of all that you're feeling, And this is so important to breathe. Breathe out of your mouth. Because breathing out through your mouth like that's going to help blow out any excess of the powder and the dust from the rapé, which sometimes you might get it in the back of your throat and might make you cough, just to be aware of that. But once you do this, just remember to breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And if it's your first time, sit with it. Sit with that first one. Take a few deep breaths. Allow for your body to settle in. And then, okay, am I ready for the second one? Or am I good with the first one? Okay, cool. I think I'm going to do the second one. I'm going to load it up and repeat the same process on the other side. Or in that moment, you might be like, actually, no, this feels fine. This feels like it. This is what I need. And you can always put whatever you have in your hand back in the container. So as you're doing this, like I said, there's going to be a lot of sensations that can happen. You can feel just this rush of energy through your head and your body, and tingling sensations, temperature changes. Breathe with that. Just keep breathing. And This is where you allow yourself to drop into the present moment and meditate with this medicine. And you know what? You can close your eyes. Closing your eyes is really beautiful, but also you can open your eyes. But if you open your eyes, still stay in that meditative state and tune into what you are seeing around you. What are you hearing? Well, my eyes are open and I'm in this meditative state, and right now I'm looking at the ocean. I just saw a bug fly by. I can hear the ocean. Maybe it makes me want to close my eyes and just tune into what I hear. I highly recommend closing your eyes and tuning into what you hear when sitting with Rape too, but also if you feel the calling to open your eyes, see what's around you. Give yourself the time and space to truly sit with this beautiful medicine. So, as you're doing that, you'll know when the time is up. Usually, it could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be 20 minutes, like it's truly your own personal experience and it's your own journey with this plant. So, as you're feeling like maybe you're like, okay, that's good. Open your eyes are open wherever you may be, and give thanks. Thank you, Rape, for such that beautiful experience, because in that moment of allowing yourself to be present with this medicine, so much can drop in for you. And when I talk about dropping in for you, these things come to mind, and sometimes we don't realize the messages we're receiving that are coming through in our own thoughts. So that's also creating emotional awareness and thought awareness, which there's a whole other video on that in my YouTube. But so thank you, Rafe. Find movement in your body. Give yourself a little wiggle. Let the energy out, because you just did something that might have contracted your body a little bit, and we hold stuff in our body within our muscles, so give it a little wiggle. And I highly recommend grabbing a journal and just writing a few pages of your experience. And if you're like, I don't know what to write, just write. Even if you're like, I don't know what to write, this is what I did, but maybe actually this is what I experienced, this is what I felt, this is what came to mind. And it's a really beautiful integration tool with anything. So that is a Rape meditation for you to do and experience and connect with this beautiful plant. I'm so excited for you. And these things, check out 4Vision. They have all the tools you need. I find my applicators on Etsy. There's a lot of really beautiful ones there, but 4Vision also has them as well. But yeah, I send you so much love, and I am going to do my Rape meditation. And I think for me, I'm not going to film this one because this one feels like it's just for me. So if this was helpful and you enjoyed what you're listening to, make sure to save this video to come back to for when you are going to do your Rape meditation, or share with a friend that you know that has been thinking about this as well. Make sure you give me a like and a follow and subscribe to my channel. I also have a podcast called A Soul's Remembrance, and you can find me on all social media platforms at Sadie Creates Magic. I also have a really beautiful offering called the Confidence Code Activation. I will share a little video of that next because I want to sit with Rafe, and I'm already loaded and ready to go. So thank you so much for your time and energy, and have such a beautiful day, my friend. I have such a beautiful offering as well, and I would love to share it. And it's called the Confidence Code Activation. And what the Confidence Code Activation is, it's this personal transformation journey of truly releasing these limiting beliefs from your mind, your subconscious mind, through your body and your energy, through this technique and this process I have created. And it is such a beautiful thing because I share and I talk about it from experience. I have been reprogramming my subconscious mind and doing all the things to help clear and remove it from my body, and just this beautiful process that is truly transformational. And if you find yourself not showing up in the way that you desire, and you find yourself wishing you had more confidence, and you see yourself dreaming, but you're not being. The confidence code is all about truly being who you desire to be and allowing for those beliefs and these things that's been standing in between you and actually taking the step and showing up in that way to literally just go away. And it's just the coolest thing when you start to see yourself do these things. You just realize, like, wow, usually I would have thought, like, I would have had thoughts come up before I did that. And I did it. And it felt so good to show up and do that thing, whatever it may be. If it's singing, dancing, performing, working in your business, showing up online, like starting your business, having these conversations, fully expressing your voice. Like, confidence code is for anyone with a dream in their heart. So the link to my website is in the description and in my bio. Go check it out. And it really is so much magic.